Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Today's topic is change of variables in double integral. We have already seen double integral in Cartesian coordinates and polar coordinate system. So now if the integral is difficult, only for our convenience purpose we can change the variables to another system and we can easily integrate. Okay, so change of variables is the purpose is to make it easier, to make the integration easier. Okay, so let us find out how to transform this transformation of coordinates. Suppose if you have x comma y in the coordinate system, in the Cartesian coordinates you have, and if you want to change it to another coordinate system which contains the variables u comma v. Okay, so let us assume that x is equal to f of u comma v. This is the relationship given, y is equal to g of u comma v. Then the new coordinate system, then double integral over r f of x comma over some region r f of x comma dx dy will be equal to what we are going to do, x and y we are going to change to another two variables u comma v. See, in single integral sometimes we will make substitutions, no, like that also same thing. Here we are making into two variables, that is there we had only single integral and single variable, it was easy. For example, x squared is equal to t. If you substitute, we are changing from x to t, what will you do? 2x dx is equal to dt. We will, wherever you find x squared, you will replace it by t, and dx should be replaced by dt by 2x and so on. Okay, in same way here also, in the place of wherever you have x and y, replace it by f and g. Here f means f of u comma v and g means g of u comma v. It is a function of u and v. Okay, so these two will become, this function will become a function of u comma v. Now dx dy, as we have done here, dx, just like that, if you make some substitutions, you will not just replace dx by dt, right? So we have to find out, accordingly you have to differentiate and find out. No, so here because we have two variables, this should be, we have to find out the corresponding differentiation by the Jacobian. So Jacobian of x comma y by dou u comma v. So Jacobian of x comma y with respect to which variables you want to change, that is u comma v. Jacobian into du dv. So dx dy should be replaced by modulus of Jacobian into du, two new variables u and v. Okay, so this is the change of variables. This is generalized. Now we will see how to change from Cartesian to polar coordinates. Always remember, this is the standard form. When you want to change from Cartesian to polar coordinates, these are the substitutions. You have to remember these things. Let x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Then you have to find out the Jacobian of dou xy by dou r theta is equal to dou x by dou r in dou r, dou x by dou theta, dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta. If you substitute all these things, you will be getting r as the Jacobian. Okay, so correspondingly, how will you find out, how will you change this? Double integral f of x comma y dx dy over some region is equal to f of, in the place of x we have r cos theta, in the place of y we have r sin theta, and dx dy should be replaced by Jacobian is r into dr d theta. Okay, and always remember you have to draw the region so that you can find out the corresponding limits. It will be easy when you draw the region. So let us do some problems. Evaluate the following integrals by transforming into polar coordinates. So first question, integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared into, here whether it is dx or dx dy or dy dx, anything is okay because both the limits are same, 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity. So whether you write dx dy or dy dx, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let us take this integral as I is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared plus y squared into dx dy. So what are the limits here? X varies from 0 to infinity and y is also varying from 0 to infinity, right? So what is the region now? Always remember you have to draw the region. Otherwise, finding the limits will be very difficult without drawing the region. See, x, this is the line y is equal to 0. This is the line x is equal to 0. Right? So, this is y axis. So, the entire first quadrant will be our region because x varies from 0 to infinity. From this side to infinity, this side. Okay. And y is also from 0 to infinity. In both the sides, it is going to infinity. Therefore, our region is the entire first quadrant. Now, how will you cover this? What is this 0 in the polar coordinate? In that polar coordinates, double integration in polar coordinates, I have explained all these things. How to find out the limits in r, how to find out the limits in theta and all. So here, the entire region you have to cover means you have to take one strip, right? One strip. In that strip, actually first you have to start from x-axis, right? It should coincide with. What is this x-axis in polar coordinates? It is called initial line. Initial line, theta is equal to 0, right? So first you have to coincide. This line will coincide with the initial line and you have to go in the anti-clockwise direction. You have to rotate this line to cover this region, and where will you end? Theta is equal to pi by 2. The y-axis is equal to, theta is equal, this line is equivalent to theta is equal to pi by 2. That is, you have to rotate this line along in the anti-clockwise direction. How much angle? 90. Okay, 90 angle, so that it will coincide. So this line, when you rotate like this, it will along the region. In the region, if you rotate, it will, this will cover the shaded portion. Okay. Therefore, the changed limits are the limits in polar coordinates are. Limits in polar coordinates are r varies from 0 to infinity and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2 because it is in the entire first quadrant. Okay. Therefore, the integral, given integral I is equal to integral 0 to infinity, integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared into dx dy will be equal to, what will be the new limits? Now 0 to infinity, integral 0 to pi by 2. Now e power, what is minus of x squared plus y squared? You know that x is equal to r cos theta. This is the substitution we have made now. X is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, right? So what will be x squared plus y squared? It is equal to r squared cos squared theta plus r squared sin squared theta. Only r squared will be remaining. Therefore, e power minus r squared. What is dx dy? Is equal to modulus of Jacobian dr d theta, right? So r into dr d theta. So this is equal to integral 0 to infinity. If now this is, first let us integrate with respect to theta. This is, sorry, we have to write this as d theta dr, right? Because first we have written inner integral is 0 to pi by 2. So first it is d theta. Okay. So d theta dr. So integral 0 to infinity. Now I am going to integrate this e power minus r squared into r into theta. If you integrate 0 to pi by 2 into dr, right? So this is equal to, so the required integral is integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared into r into dr. Theta, if you substitute pi by 2, I am taking it outside. So pi by 2 into dr, right? E power minus r squared into r into dr. Now what I am going to do is, you have to integrate this just like that again. E power minus x squared. This is also like that. No. But we have r into dr. So you can make the substitution. This will become easier if you substitute. So r squared is equal to t. So 2r dr is equal to dt. When r is equal to 0, t is also 0. When r is equal to infinity, t is equal to infinity, right? Therefore, now I want 2r dr. I have only r. So I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So this will become pi by 4 integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared is t into this 2r dr will be dt, e power minus t into dt. That is pi by 4 into e power minus t divided by minus 1 from 0 to infinity, You take this minus outside, so minus pi by 4 into e power minus infinity minus e power 0. Therefore, this will be minus pi by 4 into 0 minus 1. This is equal to plus pi by 4. This is the answer. Okay. Now, we have a note for this. Actually, for evaluating e power integral x squared dx, we can use this formula. That is, this derivation we can use. Integral, what is our integral? Given integral is I is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power 0 infinity, is integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared into dx dy, right? So this is equal to, I can write this as integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx and integral 0 to infinity e power minus y squared dy. Now, I can say that this is one integral and this is one integral, okay? So what I can do is, this can be, this is also called a dummy variable. See, first integral, I am integrating with respect to x and substituting the limit 0 to infinity. And in the second integral also, I am integrating with respect to which variable y, and you are integrating with respect, substituting the limit 0 to infinity. So whether I integrate either with respect to x or y, it doesn't matter, because after substituting the limits, no question of writing the variables there, no. So whether I write x or y, it doesn't matter. That is why it is called dummy variable. Because it is dummy variable, I can write this as integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx. So in this second integral, whether I write y or x, it doesn't matter. So I am going to replace it by integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx. So this will become integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx, because already I have 1, right? So the whole square. I am going to repeat the same. Second is also the same. Okay. So this is equal to, now I am going to take this as equation number 1. The integral, given integral is pi by 4, we have found out. Let this be equation number 2. The same integral, we have proved that integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx is equal to 2. So from 1 and 2, we can conclude that from 1 and 2 we get integral, this I will write it first, integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx the whole square is equal to what? Pi by 4. Left hand side is same for both, right? So I am going to replace this square root. So this will become root of pi by 4 or root pi by 2. This is a standard result, right? Integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx is equal to root pi by 2. So even if you are asked to prove this, we can evaluate this integral 0 to infinity, this integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared dx dy. If you integrate, then you can find out this is pi by 4, and from this we can deduct this result also. Okay. Next, one more question. Evaluate the same thing. Evaluate the following integral by transforming into polar coordinates. So integral 0 to a, integral 0 to root of a squared minus x squared, y into root of x squared plus y squared into dx dy. We have to change it to polar coordinates. Then only it will become easy, right? Otherwise this integration is, by seeing the integrand itself, we can assume no, it is difficult. Okay. So now what are the limits now? Is the given order is right? No, it should be dy dx, right? First you check. Here you have x, no, so it should be dy dx. Okay. So y varies from 0 to y is equal to, limits are these things, right? X squared. So from this you can write x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. How? You just square both the sides. This will become y squared is equal to a squared minus x squared. Bring this minus x squared to the left hand side. Okay. So x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. And x is equal to, x limits are from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. These are the limits. Now you draw the region now. So this is x varies from 0 and 0 to, and y varies from 0 to. Therefore this is x axis. This is the origin, this is y axis, and we have a circle x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. Because we have these as the boundaries, y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 are the boundaries, lower boundaries. Therefore, we have to consider only the first quadrant part of the circle. Actually, we have all the circle, but the lower limits of x and y is equal to 0 is this one, right? Therefore, this is our entire required region. Okay. Now, we have to change this. Now, what is this equation? X squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. Right. Now, by seeing this, what is this much distance? Now, entire everything you are going to change to polar coordinates. Now, this is our theta is equal to pi by 2. This line will become theta is equal to 0. This distance is what? This is our a comma 0 in x-axis, right? This is the point 0 comma a, right? Because the radius of the circle is a. So, how much distance is this? R is equal to a. Okay, so R can vary from 0 to a. So, if you consider this strip, the length of the strip can vary from 0 to a, right? So, R varies from 0 to a, right? What about theta? Theta again, you have to start from this area, that is from initial line, and it can go in the anti-clockwise direction up to theta is equal to pi by 2 to cover the required region. Okay. So, theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. Understood? So, now just change everything. And before that, if you are changing from Cartesian to polar, first thing you have to write x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. And Jacobian is equal to r. Therefore, the required integral is, or the given integral is equal to, what is given? Integral 0 to a. Okay, I need not write all those things. No, so integral. Now, what are the limits now? Integral 0 to pi by 2. Integral 0 to, what are the limits? 0 to a. R varies from 0 to a, right? A into. Now, what are the limits? Okay, let me write that so that you will understand. So, the required integral is integral 0 to a, integral 0 to root of a squared minus x squared into y into root of x squared plus y squared into dx dy. This is the given integral. Now, r varies from 0 to a, theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. So, 0 to pi by 2. R varies from 0 to a. You can write in any order, okay? 0 to a. Now, what is our y? R sin theta. Right? And what is this root of x squared plus y squared? It is r. Right? And for this dx dy, you have to write r into dr d theta. Understood? So, this r sin theta is for y. This is for root of x squared plus y squared is equal to root of r squared you will get. And this r into dr d theta is for our Jacobian into dx dy or dx dy is equal to Jacobian into dr d theta. That's why we have written like this. So, this is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 integral 0 to a r cube into sin theta dr d theta. Right? Integral 0 to pi by 2 integral 0 to a r cube into sin theta into dr d theta. Yes. So, let us integrate that. This is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2. Sin theta is independent of r. So, sin theta will write r cube if you integrate r power 4 from 0 to a into d theta. So, r power 4 if you substitute it will become a power 4. A is a constant. So, a power 4 can be taken outside and you integrate this integral of, or if you want you write one more step 0 to pi by 2 sin theta d theta, right? This is a power 4 by 4 into minus cos theta from 0 to pi by 2. That is equal to, you will take minus outside. So, minus a power 4 by 4. What is cos pi by 2? 0. Minus of cos 0 is 1. Therefore, a power 4 by 4 is the answer. Okay, we will write one more question. It is a different, this is not from Cartesian to polar, this is Cartesian to another coordinate system. Okay, they'll give the relationship between the xy coordinate and the new system, right? So this is the third question. By using the transformation, by using the given, here the transformation will be given. X plus y is equal to u and y is equal to uv and y is equal to uv. Show that integral 0 to 1, integral 0 to 1 minus x e power y divided by x plus y into dx dy or dy dx, it should be dy dx because you have 0 to 1 minus x. Okay, so this is equal to 1 by 2 into e minus 1. You have to prove this. 1 by 2 into e minus 1. So let us consider the given region. What are all the given region now? See, y varies from 0 to, or let us write like this, y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1 minus x. That implies x plus y is equal to 1, right? And x varies from 0 to x is equal to 1. These are the given limits. So let us draw the region now, the given region. Always this need not be there because we had the almost corresponding region in the Cartesian and polar almost the same, but here it will be different. Okay, x you have to find out whether it is the same or not. The corresponding region you have to find out. So this is y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. Okay, these two lines are the boundaries, and one more we have x plus y is equal to 1. How will you draw the line x plus y is equal to 1? Whenever you have some straight lines, just substitute x is equal to 0. You will be getting 1, y is equal to 1, that is 0 comma 1 is 1 point. Substitute y is equal to 0, you will be getting 1, x is equal to 1. So the second point is 1 comma 0. So we will get somewhere here. This is the point 1 comma 0, this is the point 0 comma 1. Just join them, okay. So you will be getting x plus y is equal to 1. What is the line x is equal to 1? It will be parallel to y axis like this, okay. Because the given order is dy dx, they would have considered the, and whenever you are writing the limits, please, I asked you to check the limits, right? So check the region whether you have drawn correctly or not. Yes, now according to the given question, what they have considered dy dx, no, so vertical strip, and from the vertical strip y is equal to 0 to 1 minus x. Yes, it is correct, okay. So the first limits are right. And left to right, left it can come up to x is equal to 0, and right hand side it can go up to the point 1 comma 0 in which x is equal to 1. That is why x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. Okay, these are the limits. Now, what are the given relationships? X plus y is equal to u, and what is the second relation? Y is equal to uv. Now you try to write x in terms of u and v, and y also in terms of u and v, so that we can substitute properly. Okay, so x will become, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Let us substitute equation number 2 in 1. What will you get? X plus what is y? uv is equal to u, right? This implies x is equal to u minus, this is u minus uv. That is x is equal to u into 1 minus v. So we got x in terms of u and v alone. Okay, this is 1. Then y is equal to uv, already it is given. It is a pure function of u and v only. Okay, these are the substitutions. Now, according to the given changes, when we have 3 lines, right? What are the boundaries in the given region? Y is equal to 0, x equal to 0, and x plus y is equal to 1. So for these things, you have to find out the corresponding region in the new coordinate system, that is u comma v. Now, y is equal to 0. First line is, let us consider y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? uv is equal to 0. That implies u is equal to 0 or v is equal to 0, right? u is equal to 0 or v is equal to 0. Next is, what is the next line? Y is equal to, or x plus y is equal to 1. Second line is x plus y is equal to 1, right? So what is x? U into, or u minus uv, and plus y is equal to what? uv is equal to 1. uv will get cancelled. We get u is equal to 1. Now what is the third line? X is equal to 0 implies u into 1 minus v is equal to 0. That implies u is equal to 0 or v is equal to 1. So what are the lines we got? U is equal to 0, v is equal to 0. Of course it is repeated, you need not bother about that. And u is equal to 1, v is equal to 1. These are the boundaries in the new coordinate system u and v. Okay. So u is equal to 0, v is equal to 0, u is equal to 1 and v is equal to 1 are the new boundaries. Now let us draw this. So this is u coordinate system and this is v line, like x and y axis. This is u axis, this is v axis. Origin. So here this will be v is equal to 0. So this is v is equal to 1. This is x is equal to 0. Therefore this is x is equal to 1. Now what is the region now? This is the given region. Required region, right? Changed region. Let us take it as R dash. Let us take the given region as R, and R is transformed to the region. Now you can say that the region R is transformed to the region R dash. Is transformed to the region R dash. Okay. Therefore, now what is the Jacobian? Now we have to find out Jacobian, right? So Jacobian is equal to, because we want to write dx dy. Dx dy should be equal to modulus of Jacobian into du dv. Okay. So Jacobian is equal to dou x comma y with respect to dou u comma v, right? That is equal to determinant of dou x, dou y, dou u, dou x, dou v, dou y by dou v, dou u, dou y by dou v, right? This is equal to, when you substitute, you will be getting 1 minus v minus u, v and u. So this is equal to 1 minus u into 1 minus v. So u minus uv, minus of minus, so it will become plus uv. So uv and uv will get cancelled. This is equal to u. Okay. So dy dx is equal to, therefore dy dx is equal to u into du dv. Therefore the given integral is integral 0 to 1 integral, substitute everything, 1 minus x and e power y by x plus y into dy dx, right? Dy dx is equal to, now what are the limits? Are limits of u and v? Integral 0 to 1, integral 0 to 1. Both are varying from 0 to 1 only. E power, what is y now? Y is equal to uv, we know. And what is x plus y? It is u, right? Into dy dx is u into du dv, right? So here u and u will get cancelled. You will be getting v. So this is equal to integral 0 to 1 e power b, we will write as it is. And now let us integrate with respect to u. So u squared by 2 from 0 to 1 into d u we have done, so dv. Now when you substitute u is equal to 1, you will be getting 1 by 2. Let us take it outside. So integral 0 to 1 e power v dv, which is equal to 1 by 2 into e power v from 0 to 1. That is equal to 1 by 2 into e power 1 minus e power 0. That is 1 by 2 into e minus 1. This is what we wanted, right? This is the given integral and you are asked to prove that 1 by 2 into e minus 1. Okay. So I'll give you one homework. You can try. Fourth question. Evaluate integral 0 to a, integral 0 to root of a squared minus y squared, into x squared plus y squared into dy dx. Dy dx or dx dy, you check and do it properly. Okay. Find out the corresponding limits properly by changing into polar coordinates. By changing into polar coordinates. Okay. And answer also I'll give you. Answer you should get pi a power 4 by 8 is the answer. Okay. Please check. If you have any doubt, you can post it. And similar one only we have done. So I don't think you will get any doubt. Even if you get doubt, no problem. Feel free to post it in the comment box. I will give the answer. And with this change of variables in two variables, that is double integral, is over. Next we'll see triple integrals and change of variables in triple integrals. Thank you so much for listening.